Today's show is brought to you by the Dance Studio of Tupelo, and Sprint Print, and Spring Tupelo, and Scarlett's Donuts.
This week, we go behind the scenes to see how Structure is preparing for their upcoming show. And we find some joy in a more normal graduation. Thank you. Welcome back to this week's edition of WTHS News. I'm Ava Lacey. As I'm sure many THS students know, prom is just around the corner. Unfortunately, prom tickets are no longer on sale. But for those of you who did purchase tickets, there's a few things you need to remember. Prom will be on April 24th from 8 to 11 p.m. at the Furniture Market. Tickets must be presented at the door by either a THS junior or senior. If your date doesn't go to THS, they have to be approved by Mr. Dobbs before prom. Also, don't forget to dress formally. After a year, things are finally getting back to normal. First prom and now graduation. Last year, graduation was virtual and graduates were only allowed 4 tickets. This year, graduation is at the Bancorp South Arena on May 21st and seniors are allowed 10 tickets. Caps and gowns will be distributed in a drive-through style on April 27th in front of the attendance office. If you're wondering what to wear to graduation, seniors and their parents were emailed the dress code. As seniors are moving on to their futures, some THS students are preparing for their future in middle college. WTHS's Riley Miller has more.
Are you an overachiever, trying to get ahead, or even starting your own career? The Middle College program might be an option for you. It's a 2-year program for the students who are trying to get ahead in their education or trying to get ahead in the degree they want to achieve.
There are really 2 types of students who are interested in middle college. The first type are students who are trying to get ahead in their education, and those students go for an Associate of Arts degree. That degree allows you to get all your general core curriculum out of the way and then move on to a 4-year college or university after you complete high school and finish your junior and senior year of college. And the other type of student are students who just want to do like 2 years of, like, say, a type of technical degree and go to work.
It may look easy, as if you can just join, but you also have to face some challenges before joining.
You have to be kind of independent. You have to be good at time management and things like that. And obviously, there's some criteria that has to be met to be a part of middle college. You had to have at least 14 Carnegie units. You had to have an ACT score, composite score of at least a 16 with a 17 in English and a 19 in math. And you had to have at least a 3.0 GPA.
The program requires a lot of responsibility. The teachers, when they give you a deadline, they expect you to make that deadline. There's not a lot of changing in the college programs and stuff. They expect you to have a lot of responsibility and respect to them, which is a two-way street. They see you as adults and such, and you got to be respectful and get all your work done. It's pretty simple.
If you think the program is for you, it also comes with great experience.
It's very new and it is an amazing experience. Plus, you get to choose your own major and you actually get to take classes that pertain to your major. So I'm a nursing major there and I'm taking anatomy right now, and it is definitely really cool to be able to experience.
Although you might not have all the support you would in high school, the middle college program definitely makes sure that you are set and ready to go for your future career being part of the team.
Well, in the middle college program, we make sure that the students know all of the resources that are available to them to help them become acclimated to college life a little easier than it would be on a normal basis.
Maybe the program is for you, maybe it's not. But if you want to get ahead, the Middle College program will lead you in the right direction. Riley Miller, WTHS News.
I bet they're busy being in high school and college at the same time. Speaking of busy, THS athletes have a lot on their plate too. Avery has more on how the swim team is making a splash.
Hey y'all, it's Avery. Welcome back to this week's edition of Sports Media. This week, archery traveled to Manatee to compete in their first ever state tournament. The team placed fourth in the North Half tournament in Class 3 with senior Race Davis leading the team to set another school record. On Friday, Golden Wave Tennis advanced Ben Olchey at men's singles, Isabella Posey at women's singles, and William Emmons and Sydney Ostrander at mixed doubles to compete at the state championship tournament. The team also swept Starkville to advance to the second round of playoffs. Although swim season has ended, Emerson dives into the changes and challenges the team has faced this season.
This year has been very different for sports at Tupelo High School, one of those being swim. The swim team has had to make several changes in order to follow COVID guidelines and maintain a healthy team. Although the team is undergoing an interesting year, swimmers Erin Ruth Waters and Claire Kinney feel as though they have made the best of it.
COVID-19 has affected swim in many ways this year.
In past years, there have been 5 to 6 swimmers in each lane, but this year they've had to cut it down to only 2. Students also social distance and are required to wear a mask anytime they are outside of the water.
We have successfully adapted, I would say. We're used to it now, and now it's like our routine. We know how to handle it.
Seniors have always been an important part of any team. They gain leadership and help younger teammates understand how the team works. This year, they have had a more pivotal role than ever. With so many new changes and obstacles, it's important to have seniors that will encourage the rest of the team.
Being a senior is definitely a lot different than past years. All of us really had to step up to the plate and take on a lot of new responsibilities and just make sure that we were being leaders.
Team members are thankful for the year they had despite the many challenges. This is Emerson Love, WTHS News.
Thanks, Emerson. After 9 seasons with Tupelo basketball, Coach Jeff Norwood is stepping down as our boys basketball coach. He was approved as head boys coach at West Harrison on Monday. Tupelo track and field are going to regionals after becoming Division I 6A champions at Lewisburg last Thursday. Regionals will be tomorrow at Lewisburg. Tonight, baseball and softball continue their season with division games at home. Baseball hosts DeSoto Central for senior night and softball hosts Lewisburg. Thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of Sports Media. Check back in next week for game results and updates.
From swinging bats to strumming guitars, Structure has an upcoming showcase in the PAC at 6 p.m. on April 20th and 23rd. Tickets can be purchased at the door or from any Structure student. I'm certainly looking forward to the fun and electricity of every Structure performance. WTHS and Golden Wave Media made waves at this year's virtual MSPA conference. MSPA is a student journalism conference where students submit their works to be judged and scored. Golden Wave Media won multiple awards for photography and podcasting. WTHS took home awards for Broadcast Advisor of the Year, Best News Story, Best News Reporter, Best Sports Story, and many more. Congratulations to all the winners and finalists. That's all we have for this week. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Once again, I'm Ava Lacey, WTHS News.